bike is pretty economical when it comes to fuel. I mean, I'm doing 55. I got a little bit of a downhill, maybe a little bit of a tailwind. I'm getting between 60 and 70 miles per gallon right now, and that's with these large Storm Pelican cases on my bike. When I was on my trip out to California, my brother was riding with me, but he was riding a R1200 GS. And what surprised me was his bike was getting better fuel economy than this one. But we weren't traveling at 55, 60 miles an hour. We were going much faster. You know, between 70 and 85 miles an hour a lot of the time. And his bike clearly got better fuel economy than mine. I've thought about if I had the option to get a R1200 GS at a good price or a good trade-in value with this one, would it be worth it? And I'm not really sure, because I'm so used to this bike and its size and what it feels like that I don't know whether or not I'd go for the 1200. I did get to ride the R1200 GS a little bit off the showroom floor. It wasn't as comfortable as this to me. It's heavier, and of course, well, the bars were lower because I've got bar risers on this, and I've got the sergeant seat on this, so I really like the way this bike sits for me. I can ride this thing all day and be ready to go again the next day, no problem. So those bar risers were a $30 upgrade, and I really should have done it sooner. I waited months and months before actually getting bar risers. I don't know why, but $30 upgrade, and it makes the bike so much more comfortable, especially when standing on pegs, and of course when sitting down, because it brings the bars to you and up, so you don't have to lean forward to reach them. So anybody that has a big dual sport, it finds a little bit of difficulty when standing because it's hard to reach bars. You have to bend your back down to get to them. Look into getting some bar risers. They're 100%. No, they're probably 200 or 300% worth the money. Well, this is Fredonia. This is probably my my turnaround point. That's a good ride for today. I probably got enough time to go back and get pictures of the sunset too. I remember coming through here when it was about 22 degrees, pitch dark, and wind blowing 20-30 miles an hour. After a long day's ride in what didn't get above freezing temperatures, I had no heated gear. Oh, it was miserable. And all I wanted to do was get home. Well, I didn't wave back. They just sort of looked at me as I went by. So I'm just stopped right here on the side of the road because I realize I'm going to be on the highway for a few minutes, and I like to have my earplugs in. My earplugs are called S-Plugs, and they're actually in-ear monitors with a have a silicone earbud. They're very nice. They're very comfortable, and I plug them into my Bluetooth headset. So if I want to listen to music on the road, I can. And I'll have to do a review on them later, but they're absolutely awesome for blocking out road noise, wind noise. And it makes traveling on the highway bearable for having such a small windscreen. So I'll do a review on them later. Throttle lock. I love this thing too. I can adjust the throttle and it stays there. I can let off the throttle and it stays there. And it's not hard. It's not hard to do at all. So you got something like a wraparound bar right here. It'll block the O-ring from sliding off the end bar. That's a $2 or $3 O-ring from Caterpillar. The mod's well known about, so it's not hard to find. Alright, well I'm going to head back to the hill over by Elk City Lake and see if I can get pictures of the sun going down, because today I remembered to bring my camera and my ND filter. If you see me bobbing my head, it's because I'm listening to some really jamming music from 3 Days Grace right now. Broken Glass is a really fun song to listen to while riding. Well, that was awesome. Guess I'll, is this thing still on? Oh yeah, cool. Sweet, well, I want to wait till the sun starts going down a little more and then get some pictures for y'all. So, obviously I made it over the fence. Wasn't too difficult. And I think I might have my shot here in a second. So, alright, now y'all get to watch me take pictures. So I need to take my helmet off to do this right.